So Andrew, what is resilience?
Well, I like to define resilience as the happy knack of being able to bungee jump through the pitfalls of life. So it's when challenges occur, and they occur for us all, how we rise above them. So it's not just about bouncing back, it's about bouncing better. And so it's really learning ways to call upon the flexibility within your own kind of person, and also the supports around you, the people you have, to really help you in those times of difficulty.
So why is resilience important in young people?
Well, resilience is important in everyone's lives, but with the sort of turmoil that occurs in young people's lives, and it's a time when you're trying to find what you're doing, trying to work out what to do for a job or a course or relationship stuff. There's all sorts of issues going on. And so life can buffet you fairly seriously when you're a young person. We know that. Sadly, it's the peak time of onset for a large number of psychological problems. And so if we don't equip people with the skills at that stage or even a bit earlier, then they're just at the mercy of what happens. And sometimes that doesn't work out too well.
So how can young people build resilience?
One of the things that we've done is a whole lot of research on resilience. And what we found was there are three factors that stood out when we compared resilient people of any age really, but particularly young people with those that weren't. And it's when we feel connected, protected and respected. So if you like, the CPR of well-being. So when we feel like we're connected to ourselves, when we're connected to other people, when we have a sort of sense that we're safe with the people that we trust, and when we have a sense that we're doing something meaningful and we're respected for that, then we thrive, really. And so they're the conditions that we need to really try to help everyone to have in their lives, because when that happens, they flourish.
Okay. So what can parents and grandparents do to build resilience in their children and grandchildren?
Well, the first thing I think that's important for parents and grandparents to realise is that everybody has an inner capacity or strength. And when you're young, you don't really know what that is. You're sort of searching around for it. In fact, at times, parents and grandparents can know what that strength is better than the young person themselves. That doesn't mean they should tell them what it is, but they can try to gently draw it out of them. And that may not always be in the area that the parents or grandparents would like. I mean, maybe they want their child or grandchild to be a lawyer, but they're a budding artist. I mean, you've got to kind of be faithful to the truth of who people are, I think, to help them find their own kind of inner genius. I think that's a really important part of it. It's realising that at the end of the day, relationships are always more important than anything else. Any issue that occurs, and of course, when you're in families, issues arise, but it's the relationships that we have that really dictate our well-being. In fact, I would say you can't be healthier than your relationships. And I'm not just talking about family relationships. It could be friendships, it could be romantic relationships, all sorts of relationships with teachers at school, that kind of stuff as well. So that's the first part. Obviously, they have a role in protecting young people in terms of, the stumbling steps and realising just to help people to overcome the mistakes that they make. I think one of the great tragedies of most of our lives is that we fear failure so avidly and so fearfully that we become less daring in our lives. We lose our courage. And that's a great loss for all of us. And so if you can help young people to realise it's okay, we all make mistakes and we all have times when we have setbacks, but don't let that stop you. If your interests change, let that stop you, but don't let a mistake stop you, because that's a bit crazy. And I think the other thing is that essentially it's helping people to realise that when you respect yourself and when you respect other people, the world works better. And so because you're relating to people more fairly, more equally, and so you're more open to a variety of people in your life. Whereas when you're sort of disrespectful or disrespectful of yourself or fearful, you sort of shut yourself down and you live a narrow life and have a narrow world rather than sort of exploring. So I really would like young people in Australia to feel like they can take on the world, really.